Hello to myself and everybody else. So far this is video 81, and so far today we're finally looking at a different book, which is the Drawing the Head and Figure by Jack Hamm. And so far with this one, we are basically going to start off with something very similar to the beginning of the other figure drawing book, and this one is the Simplified Figurette. So far in the other book, this would have been called like armature or something. But in this, again, it's basically very similar to armature, except as you can see, it does fill out the form a bit more. It can help with like depth, same way the simplified skeleton did, and it can help getting the pose pretty quickly, the same way armature did. And so far with this, I kind of like this method a bit better than armature, because this one I kind of can draw way quicker than armature. And plus with this book, it kind of gives you a bit more reference to certain things, such as like one of them saying the elbow point should be even with the hip bone, to kind of give like a reference to how long the arm should be and how long the pelvis and everything should be. Same thing with drawing the legs, so you can tell like where they split off and everything. Like the upper part of the leg and the lower part of the leg is. Except I'm still going to draw mine using a circle for the joint, but basically again, just with this, it basically shows you that if the person is facing forward, you draw the upper and lower half as a trapezoid. That can basically help just be able to tell, like getting the shoulders lined up, the hips lined up and everything. And then with the bottom part, it shows if they're to the side, then draw the chest and pelvis as a circle. Basically, it says the reason why we're doing this is because it kind of helps replicate what the bones would kind of look like if they're facing towards or to the side of somebody. And it's just an easy way to tell like which direction they're facing. So really with this, again, this is a method I kind of just like for the getting the shape of the figure and everything. So we're going to just try this out a bit, because I've already been using this instead of armature in some of my other videos. But we'll just go ahead and like officially just look at the page, try it out with like a few poses so we can just, see what's up again. And that's really it. So we'll go into Krita and just, do some figure drawing, just give this method a shot and see what happens. Okay, so far we're here in Krita. And basically this is something I was drawing before for another video. And so far with this, you can see we did like the basic armature look from one of my other books, the Jeff Millam figure drawing book. And with this, we're going to basically just change this, instead of having it look like this kind of armature, to look like the one we saw in the book. So I'll just move this down. And we'll go and just try just like drawing it the other way. So basically, again, just like the head and stuff, we just draw it like the same basic way as any of the other ones. You kind of drawing it small, but just again, just mess up that top part. So something just kind of like this. And then from here, again, we just kind of use a trapezoid and stuff like that to and on for the shoulders. And for the bottom part, since again both of them are facing forward, we're just using another trapezoid. Something like this. And since again one leg's in front of the other, just we'll do it like this here and everything. So put a circle there for the joint, another circle there for this one. So again, really we don't matter too much about like proportion too much, but I still try to go like by 2 and everything, stuff like that as well. So just making something up here, and then again just say like this, another 2. Draw the foot here, basically the same thing. Again, just going with the back with it. Oh, kind of skipped a line here. Again, just in the back and everything here. Connect the spine and everything, stuff here like this. The neck, we connect it here just in front, so you know it's connected to the body. Arms, draw circles. And again, the same thing. So around here for the first arm, around here for the second one. The other one, same thing. So around like 1.5. Or basically try to line up with the waist. Almost up here too, around 1.5. Hand stuff going in the back. And wrist going up, something like this. Again, basically just something like this. Again, just a very simple like form and everything and stuff too. Again, didn't take crazy long. Just like with the arms and legs, I was kind of just like, again, counting, but you really don't have to. Just basically the whole point is just getting the pose and everything and stuff down. Again, if anything, I probably should have maybe like tilted like the bottom part a little bit more. Because I feel like it's, yeah, again, I'm probably just overthinking this. But yeah, basically this whole thing stuff here too and all. Basically that's what you do and stuff for this. So again, they're facing forward. You're basically drawing the like chest and pelvis as a trapezoid. And so far you're with that. I'll just go to like another one. Well, first actually real quick, let me just look at this. You can just see the difference between the two where it's like this one and then this one. Again, it kind of helps you be able to tell like depth a little bit more. Again, just to each their own. Just I still just find this method a bit like quicker, but yeah. So I'm just gonna try another image and stuff right next to it, and this one will be more of a side view where we use like more circles rather than trapezoids. So I'll bring that picture up real quick. Okay, so far with this one, basically this will be the side view of it. So what we do is just again, same thing, just draw the head. Because really with this, we're just getting the pose and shape now. So we don't need to worry like a ton about accuracy. But so far with them turned to the side and everything too, we can just like draw it as a circle basically. Yeah, not really being perfect with it, but again, just drawing a circle, why not? And then same thing here, just basically draw a circle and stuff too and all that. Like a smaller circle for the pelvis. I can just basically connect the line stuff here and all that. And then from there, just again, just put the joint stuff like that too and all for the legs. Or for the leg. And basically just do my same factoring. So basically like this be like 1, 2 around like here somewhere. Because I drew the head like kind of small. Around 1, 2, a little more. Same thing around 1 to 2. The leg, since it's in the back, we'll just draw like a bit spacing and stuff out here. So let's say this space is like around 1, so this will be around like 2 here. One, around 2, so around here. Arm. So around 1, well, these goes around here to the waist, so basically around here. Then from there, just again, that perspective thing, stuff with this too, and also be kind of like around here. But again, I'm not really that good with perspective, so that's kind of the whole thing with that. And the other arm, again, because of the shape of the body, it'll kind of be coming out back here. And let's see if we can do it. Yeah, it's basically like that. Again, this basically how it'll be with a side view and everything. The whole reason, again, for drawing like the difference between the circle and trapezoid is that when it's to the side, basically the bones will kind of look more kind of rounded into the side, sort of. Basically, the book kind of describes it like that. Basically, when it's straightforward, the hip bones will kind of be more angled compared to the side, would be more rounded. But yeah, just looking at them stuff too is again, this one definitely I could have like done like the top part should probably lean back a bit more and everything. Like in fact, I might can just do this. Yeah, there we go. They just changed the spine stuff a bit too. Again, just leaning back and everything stuff. Yeah, so the whole thing stuff that too, you can like help tell like a bit more like depth and perspective, which legs in the front, which was in the back. Same thing with the arms, which was in the front, which was in the back. Again, just this method and stuff too of just drawing it like this, I just kind of like it way better. Because to me, it feels like I can get the pose and stuff down like way quick compared to with the one above where it just took me a while. Like with the one up here, I have to like worry about like proportion, like of the spine. Then I'm drawing like the hips and stuff here a bit lower than I would here. So that's the whole thing too. Then when I go over to the skeleton, I have to like draw the hips up a bit higher, like have to factor that. But with this, in reality, I don't really need to worry about the factoring of like the chest and the hips as long as I get the angle and stuff right, so I can see what pose they're doing. That's all that matters. Then from there, I can just go over and be like, okay, great. Here's the pose. So I no longer have to look at the picture over here. I can just look at this pose and then just try to go ahead and draw a skeleton based on that, and then the simplified volume. But again, just for now, it's like that's really all I'm gonna do. It's just really like this and everything. So really, this basic method of just drawing like the simplified figure, I'm going to be using this way more than I am the one above. Because again, I just find it like way simpler to use, quicker to use, and I don't have to think as much. Basically, I just still think about like the arms and leg length, but beyond that, the body, I can just do whatever I want with that. So yeah, the whole thing with that. But still, hopefully, again, that's just like something to help somebody else out if they find this. For me, again, just basically explaining my method on why I'm going to be using this, so it doesn't just seem like it came out of left field. It makes sense on where I got it from. So that's really the whole thing and stuff there. So to myself and everybody else, see you in the next one.